following opinions are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain. Hi, I'm Steve for BoatTest.com, and today we'll be conducting a features walkthrough and sea trial of an exciting new boat from Scarab. It's the 215 HO Impulse, part of a new series of jet boats that we're anxious to get on. Let's start with a look at the boat's trailer, which is included as part of the package. It's a dual axle with diamond plate steps. The 215 HO Impulse comes in 3 different colors: laser red, sunburst orange, or the vivid green of our test boat. The bottom has a 20-degree dead rise at the transom and a smooth hull with no strakes. At the sides, she has dual chines, so this combination should give her interesting turning performance. The pair of jet nozzles with the steering interconnected and the reverse buckets can be seen at the transom. Now let's look at some of the features on board. At the stern is a sizable swim platform, 2 feet 8 inches wide with wet storage underneath. The logoed mat is standard. Full width ad-facing seats measure 6 feet 1 inches and allow 3 across seating for relaxing times at anchor. All 3 seat backs flip to allow for use from the cockpit. The center seat back flips all the way down to create a walkthrough to the cockpit. The cockpit features wraparound U-shaped seating with 3 feet 1 inch between the seats. The corners of the seat cushions are notched to allow occupants to sit comfortably all the way into the corners. The seat cushions are also raised at the forward edges to give a little bit more support under the legs. All the cushions are held in place with posts and sockets. Storage is all around, and the battery switch is over to the port side. A latch under the center seat releases the engine hatch. Inside, we have a pair of 3-cylinder, 200 horsepower, supercharged, intercooled Rotax Fortec engines. Notice how Scarab adds supports just under the hinges, and the hatch itself is held open with 3 gas struts in the center. Soundproofing is added all around. Back in the cockpit, the companion seat has a flip-up bolster, and notice how the back wraps around while still allowing the occupant to swivel the legs around without having to swivel the seat itself. To the sides, there's a cargo storage net. Inside the glove box, there's a massively deep storage compartment, among the deepest we've seen. To the side is storage for the carry-on cooler. And here's a clever idea: a notch to the side of the glove box with non-skid padding for holding the cell phone. At the helm, we have a plastic panel with toggle switches to the upper section. A selectable multifunction gauge is in the center of the panel, flanked by dual tachometers. A speedometer is to the right. The ignitions are up high, certainly clear of the knee strike zone. Over to the side, we have the same cell phone holder we saw at the observer's seat. The windshield is aluminum framed, and there's 7 inches of visibility from the top of the instrument panel to the frame itself. The steering wheel is 1.5 turns from lock to lock. 3 buttons to the side allow selecting from the docking mode, cruise mode, or ski mode, and adjusting the speed with the forward toggle. Moving forward, we can see the same quality of the seats with the raised forward edge and a comfort notch to the corners. Padded bolsters are to the sides and front. Storage is to both sides. The beam is carried well forward to a blunt bow, which provides more interior room than if it had a conventional bow. A hatch in the foredeck has a lift and lock latch with anchor storage beneath that includes an anchor keeper, and a reboarding ladder is just on top. To the sides are pull-up cleats. Now this model also comes with a standard wakeboard tower with bimini top that provides a tow point 6 feet 5 inches off the deck and 6 feet 3 inches of overhead clearance. She's quick off the line with a 1.8 second time to plane, and we blasted up to 30 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds. Top speed was just under 55 miles per hour with a 35 gallon per hour fuel burn. Best economy came in at 5,000 and 26.8 miles per hour. That reduced the fuel burn to 8 gallons per hour, which translates to an endurance of 4 hours and 36 minutes. When towing, it's a good idea to use the ski mode to maintain that speed more accurately. Cruise is also handy, and there's also the docking mode to reduce the power when coming back on the trailer or to the dock. In power turns, she'll spin out if the wheel is held hard over, much as we would expect. Releasing the wheel returns it to center, and then she quickly launches off in the opposite direction. We can get her to come to a stop in just a couple of boat lengths, and she'll easily turn in her own length at idle. She presents a 2 feet 11 inch freeboard at the bow, dropping to 2 feet 6 inches at the stern. She has a length overall of 21 feet and a beam of 8 feet 4 inches. Her dry weight was 3,250 pounds. Add 2 people in test gear, and her test weight was estimated to be just under 3,700 pounds. With her bright colors, she'll draw looks both on the road and on the lake. With the twin engines, she's quick to respond to the controls. And that's our look at the Scarab 215 Impulse HO. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.